Hello and welcome to Kunye Health. I am Ozion the Expressionist, your host and regular anchor on this program, Kunye Health. Today we are discussing Rhesus Factor. You may want to know what Rhesus Factor means. Simply, a protein on the surface of red blood cell. Yes, it is a protein that is found on the surface of the red blood cell, and it is inherited either from the mother or the father of a child. So it is the fetus that actually carries this, which means it starts from the womb of the mother. So when the baby that is yet to be born has this factor on the blood or on the surface of the red blood cell, it is known as Rhesus positive. And the absence of this Rhesus in the surface of the blood is known or classified as Rhesus negative. So, which means that every individual, if you have this Rhesus in your blood, you are Rhesus positive. And if you don't have it, you are Rhesus negative. So, in the blood, we have different types of blood groups. Different blood groups. We have the blood group O, blood group B, blood group A, blood group AB. Just as on the screen, these blood groups are categorized or rather associated with different signs of either positive or negative. These positive or negative signs you see on them tells whether you have the Rhesus factor or you don't have it. Those that don't have this Rhesus factor are the ones that are negative, but those who have the Rhesus factor are the ones that are positive. Having Rhesus factor in your blood is not a problem, and not having it is not a problem. But when there is a situation where transfusion of blood has to be involved or mixture of blood from one person to another, especially those who are not compatible, that is where the problem is, and that is when you talk about Rhesus incompatibility. This is found when you have to transfuse blood from an individual to another to avoid what is called hemolytic condition, that is hemolysis, that is whereby there is a destruction of the red blood cell, increased destruction of red blood cell. Remember, your red blood cell, when it is being destroyed in certain manner or whenever it's being destroyed, it is detected in the number or the volume of its destruction in your liver. As it passes through your liver, it passes through as bile, and this bile goes through into the gallbladder, and this is known as bilirubin. The bilirubin, now when it is increasing, manifests in the discoloration of your body, skin, eyes, sclera, known as yellowish color, known as jaundice, telling that your liver is in danger of this very increased destruction of this particular blood, RBC. So the Rhesus factor can as well be found or very critical when you're having a child, when you are having pregnancy. At the time of pregnancy, a mother becomes pregnant or conceives. There is need to know whether this mother has Rhesus factor or has an absence of it, negative. If it is negative, that's when the concern is there. If it is positive, no problem, because you can receive any kind of blood. However, when it is negative, when this baby is at the age of 28 weeks, which means when the mother's pregnancy has reached 28 weeks, there is need for us, for the provider, to ensure that this lady has the Rh immunoglobulin, known as ROGAM. ROGAM is the medication given to the mother to prevent the condition of hemolytic or the destruction of the RBC coming from the body of the mother attacking the antibody of the mother attacking the child. This results from what is called the Rhesus incompatibility, whereby the Rhesus factor of the baby, when it transfers via blood into the mother, because we're talking about 28 weeks, because that's a time this baby has reached maturation, which means that any kind of trauma talk about repositioning of the child, talk about having tests like amniocentesis or the chorionic villi, or whatever trauma that the child will have might cause the exchange of blood. And in that situation, this woman will be sensitized, and that is known as sensitization. And when she is sensitized, this will make the antibody to become very active and see the baby as a foreign agent or foreign organism, thereby fighting against it. This doesn't just happen immediately when this crosses, and that is why at the first stage of pregnancy, the first pregnancy of a mother, the child may be safe. Yeah. But when this happens again, when the mother conceives again, she may not find that baby as safe as the first one, because the first one only helped in sensitizing the mother and preparing the body to become that activated with the antibodies. But at the second time the antibodies have become activated, the fight begins. This does not just happen at the 28 weeks, because there is also cross or mixture of blood during delivery of the baby, which happens during birth. And at that time, it is required that this mother takes this medication within 72 hours after birth, so that the mother would not have this blood that has crossed through to her body to begin desensitization again and cause the damage that would occur when she has another pregnancy. Is there any problem if this woman has this in her body? No. The problem is when the body has become activated and you now give, or there is a transfusion of blood or this kind of picture of blood that would now result to the situation that will cause all this problem. What will the hemolytic reaction cause the child? As it continues to destroy, this is actually result into hemolytic anemia, meaning that the baby will be lacking in oxygen, will be lacking in red blood cell, will be lacking in terms of cerebral development, causing impaired vision, causing impaired hearing, causing brain damage, causing slowed mental processing, and as well as even death. This also causes stillborn. And to some children who also succeeded or survived that stage and got to delivery could suffer organ damages due to lack of oxygen perfusion around the body when they were most needed at the time they were still on the womb. And those who can cause as well as kidney problem, some other organ damage, making this child not to really be as healthy as she or he is supposed to be at that age. It can be treated, but that costs a lot to both the child, the mother, and as well as the funds to be treating such kind of thing, and the resultant damage it might cause to the baby. So it is important for us to be aware of what this is and how to manage it, so as to prevent this from affecting the baby, affecting the mother in the way of getting the body of the woman activated to preparing the antibodies that now starts to see the child or whatever fetus or the next baby as a dangerous thing, causing this kind of attack that now results in it. So the Rogan or the Rhesus immunoglobulin is a way of preventing this kind of condition from happening. And that's actually how it can be prevented, helping a child that is innocent from suffering from the mom's immune system. So with this, I hope you will make this make sense to you about what Rhesus factor is. And if you have any question on this particular topic, I would appreciate you to ask, and I would be able to answer you on the comment section. Thank you for your listening. Thank you for paying attention. And please, at the end of this, I would want to leave you with a question. What exactly did I say is the Rhesus factor? That is one. Another thing, how long does it take for the woman's sensitization to start. See you on the comment section and have a good day.